Hello everyone, welcome to .NET Technologies. I am Parikshit. In this session of video, we are going to discuss about decision-making statement in C#. What are decision-making statements? The statement which helps you to put some condition during your code execution. It means it will explain how to create logical decision-making statements in the code, which will help you to make a decision based on the certain conditions. On the basis of those conditions, you can go to the next steps in your code execution. Basically, in C Sharp, we have four different types of decision making statements. One is if else, if else if, and switch statement. We will go one by one. What is if statement? If statement always used to check the value is true or not, means the Boolean expression evaluation will takes place. If the value is true, then it will execute the block of the code. Otherwise, it will not. The syntax follow like this. If condition equals to true, your code block. Here equals to is used to check the equality. Let's take an example. I have two variable, integer a and integer b. It's accepting the input parameter what I have passed. So it's giving the result. I can put a condition saying if the result is greater than 0, then execute the result. Result will be, I will print the result over here. Let me run this code. Let me put some breakpoint over here to understand the code flow. Okay, I can enter 10, 20. My control comes to this point. If the result will be 30, here greater than 0, the Boolean expression is returning the true value. It will go inside the if block. It will execute it. This is what your if decision making statement. When we have a look at if else, why the if else is used? Even though after checking your if condition, sometimes it's required to show different value if the value is not true. Means we need to handle the false case as well. We need to write some different logic for the false statement as well. In that scenario, we can use if else statement. Here is the syntax key. If condition equals to true, it will execute your if block, or else it will execute the else block. We can have a look on the same example. Let me do a couple of modifications. I can make if result equals to 20, then execute result equals to 20, then execute the if block. If else, execute the else path. Means here my expected result. The program is telling print the line if the result is the addition result is 20, then only print the line, else print no expected result. So when I execute this program, you can check here, my result will be 30. So 30 equals to 20 will be the false. In this case, it will come to your else block, it will execute it. So I got my no expected result as a output. In some cases, apart from if else, in some cases, we need to handle multiple scenarios. If there are some scenarios where we need to check the values multiple times, in this case, we need to go with the if, else if block, else if decision making statement. How it will be used? Let's have a look. By the way, this is the syntax. Your if condition will be evaluated, or else if it will evaluate another code, it will evaluate another code. By default, code may execute your else part when the no condition has been evaluated. We can have a same program execution. If the result equals to 20, I can execute this. Let me copy the same else. If result equals to 30, then also you can execute and result equals to 40, then also execute. Apart from this 20, 30, 40, if the result is not belongs to any of these three conditions, then it will print the no expected result. Let me check. Let me evaluate this code. 10. I can enter 20. 10 plus 20 is 30. It will execute else if part of other statement. Now let me give some different input. 25, 67. The result will be 92. It will go here. The evaluated expression will be false. It will go here. The evaluated expression will be false. It will execute by default code block. This is how your if else if statement. The last decision making statement is what? Our switch statement. Switch statement is a short and a better way of execute your if else if statement. Means if we check the value multiple times, there is a long process. You can check this code, right? Now we are checking for 3 times. Think if we have a multiple example, multiple inputs, multiple condition checks. So if we keep on writing else if, else if, else if, it will be very long process and it is not at all a recommended process. So to overcome this, what we can use? We can use our switch statement. Switch statement basically it is a short and better way to execute your if else. If you check the value multiple times, as I explained, it will take more time. To avoid that, we can use switch statement which acts as a substitute for long if else statement, which is used to test the scenarios based on the condition. Switch statement contains one or more case labels which are tested against the given expression. We can have example over here. So this is a basic syntax. Switch is a keyword, your case name. Each and every case have a break. Break is also a keyword in your C#, which will breaks or which will come out of your current block of decision making statement or any looping statement. We will discuss about looping statements in our next video section. As of now, we can focus on now switch statement. Now, let us go. Let us create here a same switch result. Okay. So case equals to 20. Then console.writeLine result will be, I can print the result and I can break. I can break the current case. Each and every case should be terminated by the break only. And I have another case 30. By the way, there are no duplicates allowed while creating your cases. So this looks like we can avoid multiple if else statements. So when I execute my code, oops, I got some error. Why? It's accepted the termination of my phrases. So I terminated here. Let me build the application. Spine. Let me try to execute the code. Okay, let me enter the value 10 and 20 will be 30. It will check where the 30 is returned. This case will execute the 30. So it will execute this case. You can ask, so what is the else? How can we use else over here? So your else will be used like a default. If none of the conditions are satisfied, you can use your default case. I can mention here no expected result. I can break my default as well. Whenever I break the case, it will come out of your switch case. Let me look. Then I will get 23. So the result, none of the cases having the 23 case, sorry, 33 case. So my default case will be executed. This is what your switch statement. Basically, this is all about our decision making statements. Let me a short recap. We have a 4 decision making statements: if else, if else if, and switch statement. In our next video session, we can discuss about looping statements in a C sharp. By that time, thank you for your valuable time to watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.